just got to robotics. Sid brought me Jimmy John's. Look at that, how nice she is. But I found out something very, very disturbing. Sydney doesn't like Jimmy John chips. What do you have to say for yourself?
I don't like them.
I don't know what's wrong with her. So I actually made a list and I put it in Slack. I call it, John, what can I do to do's? Because students come to me and they're like, John, what can I do? And I'm like, there's a lot that needs to get done. Some of the stuff like making sure the robot cart is up to snuff for this year, because every year, you know, we change, we're getting a little bit better. We're getting better, just better, no more. We're getting better at organization, just changing that around a little bit so that way it's more effective. We put our batteries in our main robot cart last year, and it's bending it, so we need to change that and fix that. Actually, here, I'll just show you right now. Instead of me eating and talking about this and try to illustrate, I'll just show you what's going on. This thing's kind of a mess right now. So this is our pick cart. It's nice, it's got, you know, vices on the corners and everything. But what's happening is in here, we reinforced it. This wood can't handle all the weight of the batteries, especially when it's bouncing around when we're walking, when we're going in between our trailer and setting up in our pit. So we're gonna gut this whole thing out, probably put a second shelf, get some more of these bins, put some bins here, and then maybe come up with a part storage type thing here, like maybe just a whole drawer that comes out to like have parts on or something, kind of like a pots and pan type drawer, and then figure out a way to utilize the space behind here because we're not really doing that. So, and then we need to make a battery cart. That's going to be like our battery or off-season type cart that we could just take that smaller cart. And we'll probably make it out of like VersaTube stuff. Or that sounds kind of crazy to be doing while we have a robot to build, but if you got a group of people who, you can only have so many hands on the robot at once, right? So if you have a group of people who can't be working on something and there's not any parts to build or anything like that, it's good to have something for them to do. So that's probably going to be the thing that they do when, you know, we have too many cooks in the kitchen, as you could say. So, but anyways, I'm gonna eat my Jimmy John's. Just got home from robotics, playing with my dog. She runs by and bumps the camera over. We have I would say, interesting dilemma going on our team right now, where I almost feel like we're too inspired, which sounds kind of silly. The reason why I say this, we have this level we want to be at, right? And so we're pushing for that level as hard as we can. Our concern is, and this is something that a lot of teams struggle with, if not is one of the biggest problems in FRC, is building within your means. If you have a lot of mentors and they're very experienced and they know what they're doing, and you have a lot of students that you can pair with those mentors and they can work together and design stuff and build stuff, and you have a good leader, then yeah, you can do some pretty crazy extreme things. If you're a new team, it's not that you're trying to set your standards lower, it's that if you know you have less resources and less mentors, less money, then you build a simpler, smaller robot. 2016 is my best example. We gave up the low bar. Right away, we're like, well, not right away. We tried pushing for it. The shooter we wanted to use, we just gave it up, right? And we did pretty well, even though we gave that up early on. But you gotta know where your means are, and if you overstretch your means too far, you're gonna be a bad robot. And that's what it boils down to. Are we building outside of our means, or are we building right inside of our means? And that's like, we wanna push that edge and get like 10% out of it, right? If you have a rookie team, or a second-year team, or a third-year team, or fifth-year team, or whatever, and you don't have a lot of resources, you need to build within your means, because that's the real challenge. If you can do that, and you can build something that's reliable and quality, and that you're, starting this weekend, you have a pretty simple robot that's robust, and you're practice between now and your first competition, you're going to do well. That's what it boils down to, because you're not going to have troubleshooting problems match one, you're going to be able to come out of the gate swinging. But I wanted the dog to be in the vlog more, but the dog doesn't seem to be cooperating. Here, turn the camera around. Boop. This is the dog. So cute. So ferocious. So cute. So anyways, I guess that's kind of the big thing that teams need to consider, especially coming up this weekend and finalizing in their designs, is making sure that you're staying within your means and you're not doing anything like too crazy. Good decisions, and we want to reach, no pun intended, a little bit further than people, right? But at the same time, we got to be careful that we don't, overstretch. I'm excited about the direction we're going. It's just, it's stressful, and that's what this is. It's stress, but unfortunately, somebody told me a long time ago that I'll never quit robotics because I'm addicted to stress, and unfortunately that may be true. So something interesting happened since the last vlog. I made the joke about the Christmas tree thing, and I think I'm at 3 or 4 Christmas trees now on that Facebook post. If anybody else is watching this and they have their Christmas tree set up, I'd really appreciate it if you went and took a picture and put it in that post, because I think it's really funny. And I think every time somebody does it, I think everybody else in the post is like, ha, yep, another one. Because honestly, like, that's got to be the thing, right? Like, as an FRC mentor, I do not have a free weekend from, the start of build season till May. Sorry, it's another rambling vlog, but that's kind of what this is me discussing my concerns and fears, and hopefully you guys learning lessons from that, or kind of at least being able to be like, yeah, we're having the same problem, so I completely understand. And the last one, I'm happy we met our criteria of our height. Looking at weight right now, I think it's going to be close. I always love how, like, in the beginning of build season, we're like, we're going to be like 30 pounds under, no worries. And now it's like we're doing the math and we're like, look what the dog did to the rug. You crazy? Now I'm looking at it and we're like, so do we really need the air compressor? Can we do off board? And now we're like making all these like little decisions, or like, can this be air tubing? Like, I don't know. It's just funny to me because I'm sure all other teams go through that, as I'm sure you guys are. Build within your means. That's the big thing. Post Christmas trees. That's the next big thing. I think that's very important. With our arm, we have like planetaries down low with a gear ratio, and then chained up. Use the West Coast cams, tension the chain, because that is one of the coolest things we've ever done. And it's totally a common knowledge thing that I didn't know about, and you guys will probably watch it and be like, how did you not know this? But I legitimately, I always looked at those things and I was like, I don't need those. I know how to pull an axle, drill a hole, and be done. If you do anything with those West Coast bearing blocks and you're using a chain or a belt, use those pulley cams things, whatever they're called. I'll put a link in what they are. Use them. They are awesome, because you drill a hole, put the bolt, and then you just tighten the cam, and it rotates, and it just goes, and it locks in. It kind of clicks because there's like little notches on the cams, so it really just locks them right into place. So it's really cool. I just got a text message. Let's see if this robot related. It is robot related. So I'm gonna respond to that. I'm gonna get my laptop out. I'm gonna edit this vlog, and then I'm gonna cut together all the good bits and cut all the wasteful bits out. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. The dog really appreciates it, and we will see you next time.